Okay, we're back with a fascinating round of 16 matchup game between Drew Broderick and Jared Palmer, the defending national champions, and they're playing against Chris Gambino, Jared's former partner and 2012 national champion, and your former partner, who I believe you won 2 nationals with. And Chris is playing with Gambino Czerwikski, who's an assistant at Sunset Ridge and a terrific young player, a real mover. So Chris is serving at love 3, 15-30 in the first set.
Yeah, Merrick was a terrific tennis player, played at Illinois, played on the Pro Tour for a while, just picked up paddle. He's going to be a great serve by Chris.
You saw that a few times from the net, didn't you?
I did. He had a much better serve than I did, so he had a lot of aces.
Great pickup from Jared. I think Chris would play with Drew long enough to know not to hit the ball there.
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe he just baited it. Maybe he wanted to drive it. That's a great cutter by Drew.
Broderick lead 4-0 first set.
4-love first set.
Hey! Me again. Me again. Me again.
It'll be a great learning experience for Merrick to be on the court with these 3 national champions.
Yeah, it's a tall order to play Jared and Drew, but it is a great learning experience. Chris and Merrick just stepped on the court for the first time today about 9 a.m., so not easy to play these guys.
Great seeing Chris back on the court.
Yeah, he's such an amazing competitor.
One of the smartest paddle players I think I've ever seen. One of the most disciplined. Made him a perfect partner for Drew for years.
And myself, yeah. I mean, he definitely is high paddle IQ out there.
I'd say Drew was slightly more disciplined than you were.
Going out.
Just slightly.
Must have been that jersey thing. Lou Baderos beat Bachila Uline to advance into the quarterfinals. And they'll play the winner of Goodspeed Bacher and whomever they're playing. Morneau and McInerney.
Me, yeah. Switching, yeah.
This is actually the first Charities that Drew hasn't played with Chris. They played here last year.
What happened?
A ball somehow got on the court.
Huh.
I don't know where it came from.
I don't know. That's bizarre.
No matches going on next door. Good eyes by Drew. Spot
They're on the board here.
Merritt and Chris are on the board, serving 1-4. Dave, what's it like playing against an old partner? Does it add anything to the match? Is it awkward? Someone knows how you like to play?
I think it's a little awkward. I think you know, you don't mind warming up against him, but during the match you definitely want to beat him. You know each other's games so well. That helps, but it is challenging to play an ex-partner, no doubt.
Right, yeah.
This is the court that Jared and Drew won their first national championship on together last March.
That was an amazing performance last year. I thought they played phenomenally well. Jared especially handled that amazingly well, and Drew brought him along nicely last year.
Chris catches 2 nicks, and all it does is get him another lob.
You. Me, take it. Me. You, bounce. You. No. Sorry.
Jared's the most celebrated tennis player we've had in the game. Wimbledon champ, Australian champ.
Former #1 in the world doubles player.
Played Davis Cup with Agassi and Sampras. Those guys are pretty good.
Touchy-feely game going on.
I like it. I like the one-handed backhand by Jared. I thought Johan was the only guy that hit that. Now Jared's got it.
It's going to be really interesting to see. Jared relocated to California this year, living in the Palo Alto area.
I heard that.
And Jared's played a lot of paddle the last couple of years in the Fairfield County games that go on a regular basis. And I'm really interested to see how he adjusts to playing a lot less paddle. If anybody can do it, it's Jared. Another nick from Chris.
That's great play.
Missed volley by Drew. That brings his total for the season to 3.
Maybe 2.
And one of those might have been a bad call.
Yeah, exactly.
I really like how Chris and Marek are playing early.
They don't look. I mean, they're not going to be nervous at all. They both played high-level tennis and
But they're
paddle.
also,
Chris.
they've obviously got a strategy at the net. They're just not willing to get a lot of soft overheads and play a lot of forward points.
I can see Chris hit a lot of the overheads, and Marek might play in front of him and cut off some of the drives and hit the volleys. Kind of like what Chris and Drew did when they played together.
It's not hard to play in front of Chris since he's normally standing on the service line.
Yeah, he likes to stay back there. You don't have to move as much.
He has such great hands, he's able to do that.
How about this for a round of 16, by the way? The lack of communication there.
Yeah,
That's
surprising.
shocking.
I tell you, the depth in the game is greater than it's ever been.
No, it's incredible here. 3 national champions on the same court in the round of 16.
Mental mistake from Jared. You don't see too many drives missed wide.
Surprised. I wouldn't think he'd miss wide.
Every once in a while, Jared will fall off and hit that one-handed backhand. It's like an explosion.
Pretty amazing to see.
He hit one through me in practice last year that I was fearing for my life as it came off his paddle.
Just don't see it too often, so it's pretty amazing that he can even do it. He started to hit his forehand a lot more too, which is good. He should be hitting that forehand.
Yeah, you could see it last year as the season went on. He got more and more aggressive.
A lot more comfortable on the screens too. It's an incredible ending to the season.
Marek catches the nick and we're at 4-2. Write that down. Jared just missed a volley.
Yeah, he's allowed 1 or 2 a year.
Give me. Me.
Oh, Chris. That's
15 off.
what's that back? Just missed it.
Followed the spin perfectly. Did everything right.
Wow.
Amazing volley
Timing.
from Jared. Looked like he was in trouble. It's a winning volley. Like I said, every once in a while he just hauls off and hit that one-hander.
That's pretty ridiculous, that shot.
Broderick.
I don't think you can teach that to club members there, Mark.
You know, if the club members were formerly #1 in the world in doubles, it wouldn't be that difficult,
Yeah.
Dave.
It's true. We need a couple more of them.
Some of the guys were saying that Jared just sees the ball differently than everybody else does. It was fascinating to watch Jared's progression last year. They played Durant Parsons in Boston. And
I saw that match, actually. I looked, it was like 3-2 they lost.
yeah,
It
and
looked a little
Johan
uncomfortable.
really worked him over. Jared told me it was like a quad workout after the match.
It all changed in Philly when he won that one set. And then it seemed like there was a spark came on there. And yeah, I agree. The progression has been amazing. I saw him play at the 2013 Nationals and lost, I think, the round of 32 with Jerry Albrights. And I'm just glad he stayed in the game. It's great for the game.
I thought one of the big moves Jared made last year was at Short Hills when he and Drew beat Agraya Lipiver 7-5 in the third.
I saw that
See
on live
Jared,
streaming.
Jared just getting more and more aggressive with his forehand.
Yeah, that's what I told people. I said he should be hitting that. He finally did. That was a heavy forehand.
He apparently heard you, and he's hitting it a lot more.
Yeah,
It's a big
I mean,
shot.
it's a weapon, obviously.
We got a lot of matches to play until we get them. But the idea of a Gambino, Broderick, Palmer, Durant Parsons rematch, a lot of people are looking forward to that.
I'm sure Johan and Mark would like that as well. That was just an amazing victory, I thought, last year for Jared and Drew. Great volley.
Great recovery. You can see Eric's rawness more on the overheads than anywhere else.
Well, that's why when I was talking to Chris this week, I said that it makes more sense for Mark to probably play in front of him just because he can probably hit 10 overheads, but it's hard to hit 15 in a row as a great tennis player. But he's got every shot in the book.
Great shot for Chris. Drew's not like being over on the deuce side, doesn't he? He kind of forced that switch a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he does it, but it works, obviously.
Oh, Drew's just so terrific everywhere on the court.
He's very smart out there.
Unquestionably the most disciplined player in the country.
I agree. Yeah.
Great tactician. Merrick looking around for where Chris is.
He's usually behind him.
You see Chris doing it here. I think you're going to see more and more teams playing that way this year. He's playing a lot more balls at Drew.
Yeah,
Good experience for Drew.
Jared has become so offensive on both wings.
Great
Action.
point.
Help!
That's amazing. That's just a great backhand.
A little impatience from Merrick there.
Yeah, he should have let that go, but to the back screen.
Help!
That was actually an unlucky left hard for Chris.
Yeah.
I think he would have had won the point if he didn't hit the let.
Okay, so game first set. Broderick Palmer, 6-2. We're going to take a fast break for commercial. But we're going to keep on going. Sorry about that, Rick.
I thought that was a pretty solid first set for Chris and Merrick, actually.
I agree.
They played
I
really
think
well.
Really well.
They made those guys work hard.
Yeah, from 4-love down, we saw 4 games that were pretty evenly competed. They had a shot the game Jared served at 4-2. They won the first point, and then Chris missed that short backhand in the second point. It was a competitive game, well played. What do you think they need to do more of?
Chris and Marek, I mean, I think they're really playing well. They picked it up nicely there. It's, I mean, Drew and Jared are so solid right now. I mean, they're playing so well.
Trying to get a new ball for the second set. Jared's headed inside to get one.
I've actually never seen Marek play. I'm impressed with what I see. Very impressed, actually.
So we just got word that Morneau and McInerney are in a tiebreaker with Bachner and Goodspeed. Graham McInerney is one of the youngest players in the game, very talented, out of Atlanta. A lot of game, and Jeff Morneau is just a tremendous competitor. Just had a great article, PTM, about playing with multiple partners. The winner of that match will play Lubao DeRose in what will undoubtedly be an entertaining match.
It's always entertaining with Steve DeRose and John Lubao. It's never dull.
A lot of great quarters. Not that we expect anything less than Charities.
You.
So Dave, I know you were a heck of a tactician. What were you trying to do against Jared and Chris? Jared and Drew? Where were you trying to exploit them?
Boy, I guess if I'm going to drive a ball, I'm going to drive probably to Drew. But I mean, he's an awesome volleyer too.
I'm here. Stay. Yeah, come on back.
I love that discipline from Drew. Instead of hitting a really difficult overhead, he takes it off the back wide, starts again.
Jared has gotten so much better on the screens, though. It's incredible.
I think Johan helped him with that.
Yeah.
The crash course. It's interesting. Drew, in a lot of ways, is a new age paddle player, lefty, playing the ad court, the two-handed shot in the middle. But a lot of this game reminds me of Goodspeed Manziger, just how disciplined he was. I mean, I always felt that those guys were great because of their discipline. And Drew brings a lot of that to the game.
Nick, I agree. He's extremely disciplined. He doesn't seem to waver much. He's always got a strategy and a plan. Sticks with it.
You.
I think it helped the year that he played with Chris and won the Nationals, so he probably learned a lot from Chris. And Chris is pretty darn disciplined as well, you know.
I remember you telling me you played against him in Nationals one year and you're amazed at how disciplined he was. I knew you wanted to play with him.
Yeah, that was actually in Chicago back in 1998. He was playing with Scott Rogers, and I snagged him right away.
Pretty good snag. Stole him from John Milbank?
You know, I let him play one turn with John, and then I did take him. I'd like to say hi to John. He's probably listening out there in New Jersey.
What else would he be doing on a Saturday afternoon?
Probably playing paddle or hockey, but he's John was a phenomenal player and teacher as well.
I often quote John.
I've heard he's something about, what do you quote? What's the quote?
You don't get electrodes if you lie.
Yeah, very true. It's an astute quote. Thought he was going to hit his nice squash overhead that he hits Drew. He loves that shot.
Zorro.
Yeah, that's a beauty. That's a beauty.
But Jared hit that ball so hard, it stayed so low, it didn't even come off the wires.
Got a ton of topspin on that. And pace.
First set to Morneau and McInerney. That is a good team.
Great. Oh, that's what a volley by Chris. Two great volleys by Chris.
I was surprised Drew didn't come back and get the next one.
I thought he was going to. He just saved himself. Air miss.
30 off.
I don't see Drew hit too many balls out by that much. It's the first backhand I think we've seen Drew hit today.
It was. Yeah, you're right.
He's usually so
got a great
precise with
two-hander.
that shot.
Go!
For those of you who missed the ladies' final, it was won by Nicolescu and Andrakova. Oh, you don't see Chris miss too many volleys like that.
Nice. Boy, that's a lot of spin on that ball.
Some shot from Drew. That was a big swing that
Yeah, he timed it perfectly.
Jared's service guy is so good too.
30 love.
Smart pace on that.
Okay. Hey. 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 You. You. Hey. 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 You.
Variety of overhead spin. Waterfall.
Hey.
Great volley.
Hey.
Pretty good point here, Mark.
Not bad.
You. You.
Offensive volleys. Oh, he missed one.
Jared
Finally.
looked a little like Johan out there.
Yeah, that's he
Alley
was
to alley.
kinda.
But I guess that's the key, isn't it? It's much easier to volley from a stationary position than mobile. Jared
Yep.
made two spectacular volleys that game. That point.
You. Me. Me. You.
Charities, as always, has probably the best draw of the year outside of nationals.
Yeah, typically it does. It's just
You.
players love it, and it always seems to get all the top players.
Me.
Only team in the top 10 we're missing this year is Martin Bostrom and Sebastian Bradberg. Sebby's home nursing an illness, but hope to see him back at Sound Shore.
Yeah, he played pretty darn well at Patterson.
That was a remarkable performance.
It really was. I got to see it online, and wow, that's
great
impressive.
balls.
Broderick leading the second.
Yeah, that was something else.
Yeah, it really was. That's amazing. They made the finals when he was that sick.
Yeah, so he's home sick, and it's a good thing because Martin's girlfriend, Florentina Hanisch, turned her ankle, wasn't able to play, so Martin's got to stay home and take care of Flor.
Smart guy.
I'm not sure I'd go that far, but he needed to stay home and take care of Flor. Well, that was some exhibition Drew put on there that game.
Yeah, overheads, volleys. Had it all going on.
Backhand and forehand cut overhead winner. Is that ball in or out, Dave?
I think they just called it out.
This is that one, 15 all. Just so hard to win points against these guys. Ball from Chris. Dave, we got a long way to go. A lot of tough teams to get there, but on the slim chance the number 1 and number 2 seeds play in the finals tomorrow afternoon. Parsons Durant, Broderick Palmer. What do you like, and how do you see it unfolding?
You know, I thought that was such an amazing win by Drew and Jared last year in March here, same court. I mean, they don't really have any weaknesses, but I'm sure Durant Parsons want to get a piece of tomorrow. It's hard to beat Johan and Mark twice in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if Johan Mark took him. But Jared and Mark, Drew, look at that for him. Jared and Drew are so solid right now. They literally have no weaknesses. But Johan and Mark don't either.
Johan spent most of his summer parenting. When he wasn't doing that, he was doing CrossFit.
Well, he's probably the most talented player I've ever seen in the game, so I think he'll be ready. Obviously.
He's the best athlete I've ever seen step on the battle court.
Definitely, I agree. He's it's pretty impressive what he can do. Better out there. He's got every shot in the book and doesn't seem to sweat that much.
So we got Drew Broderick serving 3-1. I think it is second set. Yeah, his movement is just unparalleled.
Good overhead.
15 all.
Drew's hit some great overheads this match.
Do you know if Jared's planning on playing all the Grand Prix tournaments, or is
I don't know if he's planning on playing all of them.
But
I think Drew said they were going to play 3 or 4 together plus nationals.
that's plenty for him? He'll be ready, obviously.
Help. Got it. You. Hey.
What was that shot?
I don't know that there's a name for that shot.
No idea how he hit that.
Hey. 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 Yep. Hey. Hey.
Great game, Chris.
Oh, that's good play by Merrick.
Love the way he stole time there.
Yeah, that was good vertical there too.
Solid bet on. You. Me.
Is that wide?
You could see a couple of raw elements of Merrick's game at times. They just kind of poke their head up. That was
Yeah.
one of them. The ball just got to go through him, not around him.
Exactly. You can't miss that wide.
You. Yeah. Watch it.
That's a great ball.
Dumb overhead.
Connor and
I
Broderick.
think this is only Merrick's
4 games.
fourth tournament. That's pretty darn good.
Yep, so that's 4-1 first set. Second set. First set won by Broderick and Palmer, 6-2. It's fun paddle.
Some great points. It's a good shot.
Big forehand from Jared.
Chris doesn't mind. Just missed that.
Merrick had to have his heart in his mouth watching Drew blitz that ball.
And Chris. Yeah, that was dangerous. That's so smart.
And from Merrick, again, the movement. You almost never see Jared miss a volley when he's stationary.
Agreed. Yeah, he only misses when he's moving. Not much though.
Not much. That up-down overhead Merrick hits, just a matter of time before Drew catches him.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that one. Smart shot by Chris. Like that, you mean? Yeah.
He forced that error.
He's too far off the net for that angle. Should have
Gotta
gone down the
that
middle.
ball. Yep, dump that ball soft and deep.
Yeah, he was near the service line. He's going to miss that. That's a
Played
great
that
ball.
point already?
What's that?
I think we played that point already.
It looked similar. It's like deja vu. Jared's forehand has gotten so much better and more heavy.
So much control,
God,
too.
it's
Keeps hitting
just-
that spot just over Twist's hip.
Hey. You. Me.
Oh, that's a heavy ball.
That's that Gambino forehand that
Yeah,
won 3 national championships.
I like that one. That was that's his bread and butter too.
Okay, similar to the first set, down 4-love, couple games in a row. Jared serving 4-2.
How do you miss that?
That's a shot you
Wants
expect
that
Chris
one
to
back.
make.
He doesn't miss that. That's 2 returns in the net here. They got to get this one in. Make a volley.
Do you ever adjust your strategy after your partner missed a return? Were you then thinking, I got to get this next ball in play? Or
Definitely, yeah. If you miss 2 returns in a row, it's almost inexcusable. Oh,
Me.
great move by Merrick. Great volley from Jared. That ball take the net, too.
yeah.
Me.
Made it look relatively easy. The volley.
Me. Me.
There you go.
Chris finds Drew's forehand volley. Drew normally volleys so well on that forehand side.
He really does. I think him and Johan are probably the best at that. That's a good serve.
Drew does such a good job of getting on the center stripe and kind of hiding his forehand volley. Tried to go around the net, it wasn't there.
Yeah, that was his only option, really, unless he popped up a lob. But
Second set, 5 games to 2.
So 5-2, Broderick, Palmer. Who in the first set 6-2. Talk about that one, Dave?
yeah, that's a great play by Merrick.
Great ball from Merrick.
I couldn't get my hands up.
Drew's working on his overhead. He's trying to teach Merrick which overheads to hit and which ones not to.
That's
You. Help. You. Hey, you. Watch it.
Great love.
You. Got it. You. Sorry.
oh, there you go. They need a few lets here.
No reason to apologize. Take
Never.
all
I
of
never
them.
did.
30 love.
You were aiming for him.
I was.
Great serve.
Serve works. That's a beauty.
Serve.
40 love.
Wow, that came right back in the net. That's
Haven't seen too much of Drew from that in the past. He's really using
it's
that
a new
shot a lot.
shot he worked over the summer, I believe.
I think he had Vince feeding the balls when he was working on that.
Vince, I think, has that shot.
No.
40-30.
Great release from
That's a
Drew.
good move.
Drew moves so well. Jared's got that forehand. No
Yeah,
reason
he
not
should
to
be
take a
moving
chance.
forward all the time. That's what I would do.
Advantage Broderick.
Match point. I gotta say, it's been one of the most entertaining 2-2 matches I've seen.
It
in a
really
long time.
has. Chris and Merrick will be a tough team. I think they may stick together.
He'd have to figure out not to hit that overhead.
Yeah, I think he will. He's got so much talent. He just hasn't played much.
Yeah, he's got a lot of ability. Fun to watch. Moves well, good forehand, like his serve.
Yeah, I like his style on the court. Very offensive. Watch that overhead.
Game, set, and match. Barbara Palmer, 6-2, 6-2.
6-2,
We're going to take a fast break and be back with our first quarterfinals shortly.
Thanks, Anna. Appreciate it. Thanks for doing it. Here, let me.